what's going out there? What's going on out there? What's going out there, I said.
That's fine.
Sometimes it's hard to talk, Zach.
I know.
How's it going? Fist it. Long time no see.
I know.
Zach from Mythos in the house.
Hello, everybody.
It's been a while. We were talking that the last time you were out here and I was out here and we were doing stuff, it was in the before times for sure.
It was in the before times, yes.
I believe we were over at the doghouse where we used to shoot some of the video content, but now we're in the warm bosom of the new Wildwood Lair.
It's kind of like the old Wildwood Lair.
Yes, yes.
But not the old Wildwood Lair.
Correct. It's some of the same phalanx of amplification devices, but not all of them, because that was an impressive array.
Yeah.
Yes. But nevertheless, we are here. We've got some old pedals, but also some of the new ones. So let's talk about, first of all, just what's from last time to now, what's been happening with you, Mythos, and pedals in general.
Well, I think the last time I was here, I was still building in a spare room in an apartment. Yes. And so it went, you know, desk, kitchen table, spare room, garage, and then the garage is when the world shut down. Right. And I worked, you know, 12, 13 plus hours a day, just huffing solder smoke, making these mostly. Yes. And fortunate enough for me, we've graduated to an actual workshop. I have acquiesced a manager. Yes. And I have, you know, a team making these things. I get out there and help when I can, but it's just grown so far beyond what I'd ever thought it would. And it's been a very wild ride. I'm very grateful for what's happened.
Well, good for you, doggone it.
We're just gonna walk through some of the stuff, and I brought some of the new toys.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, what's different about the Wildwood version of this pedal than another one that might be procured at a... Are there other stores? I'm not aware.
Not of this. This is the Wildwood.
I mean, just in general, are there other guitar stores?
There's a few.
Well, okay, fair enough.
This one originally started as, I wanted to make a larger box Mjolnir. The Mjolnir is Thor's hammer. Right. That's our clone type of thing. And when I initially made it, I was just taking what I had known about the circuit and what I'd learned and putting it into this and making it as good as I can. And then subsequently, I got a real Klon, serial number S1666.
The number of the beast.
It's a good one. I improved it, but I got some better amps. I let more people play it, and we went back into it, and I got it even closer to mine. We really just put it under the microscope. And I was out in the shop just changing part at a time, and they were listening, A-Bing, with the real Klon. And I think that we've got it really as close as I can get it to mine.
Well, how sophisticated, what are these things in terms of?
It's a complicated circuit. So, I mean, for the uninitiated, the gain control on a Klon style pedal is a dual ganged pod. And it mixes in the clean, or it mixes out the clean while it's mixing in the gain. So it works kind of like this. And I wanted to get the taper of how the real circuit kind of hits.
Sounds magnificent.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that you have to kind of, everyone says it just takes what you have and gives you more of it. And I think that's where it really excels. And there's something about the responsiveness and the out of the wayness of it. Even when you have it goosed, it's still, I mean, you're hearing it's clipping, and it's hard clipping, but it doesn't really kind of step on the toes of your guitar sound.
Very interesting indeed.
And we love it.
We love it!
One of the new things that we just released at the 2024 NAMM show is this. This is a Herculean Deluxe Overdrive. So you were playing this earlier.
Yes.
So on this side is our Herculean Overdrive. And the Herculean was a pedal where when we started out, I still make so many overdrives. And I got kind of bored by, well, this one does this and this one does that. I wanted them all to kind of do a similar thing. So the original Herculean was an amalgam of all those sounds, and this is a tweaked version of that, and then on the other side is a tweaked blues breaker circuit. I tried to fix a lot of the it's not very loud. It cuts a lot of bass. Tried to remedy some of that, the shortcomings of it. So independent in there, we have an order switcher.
Okay.
And then internally, there's clipping diode switches. So you can really shape each side and further shape the high end on the right side. And my favorite part is the powder coat is called Ron Burgundy.
Yes!
But the left side, the Herculean side, does a huge range of things. So the gain all the way down.
Very versatile.
Yeah, it's got a big range on that drive knob, and it has a clarity, which is a modified tone circuit, and then a bass knob, so you can really kind of tweak it to have that smoky, screamer-esque thing, or be kind of more of a saturated D-style amp thing, you know. And then this side, so...
Also a lot of variable in there. That's
we really increased the amount of gain that it had and worked with the taper so that it jumps up near the end, but it's still really usable. And then you can put them on together.
Yes.
So, and then the order toggle, whichever side it's pointed at, that one's first.
Got you.
So. Well,
I see what you've done.
We wanted something that, I mean, basically this is what the customers were asking for us to make a 2-in-1 that had all the bells and whistles, and we're really, really happy with it. It covers a huge range of tones, and the order switcher, it does change the sound, but it more changes the feel. This is our analog chorus, based off the classic little blue Boss Jobber, the CE2. We added a vibrato mode. We increased the range of the controls. It's using 3207 chips, which is not the chip that was in that pedal, but it's the one we can actually find.
Right.
And it's the classic thing.
Love it. Lovely.
That's the vibrato mode, so it kills the dry. And that's a little weird.
I love it.
But it's fun. It kind of, to me, that's kind of the Fender with the vibratone.
Yeah.
It's kind of got that thing.
I love it.
It gets a little out there. But it's fun.
Out there is a good place to be.
It is.
Especially in these uncertain times.
Hey.
What?
You heard it here first, folks. The Oracle, which I think on that video, when I was here last time, we had the prototype, which was white, and it was digital, and I didn't end up making it.
Ah, interesting.
Had a gremlin of noise that I could not chase out, and it drove me insane. So I said, you know what? My favorite pedals, delay pedals, are all the little pink ones from Japan, Boss, Ibanez, all those guys. And so I worked with John Snyder, EAE, who designs fantastic stuff, and he and I put our heads together. He did the work on this, and it's an original analog delay.
Okay.
But I like running these things into a more driven amp thing. So the mix, when it's all the way up, it's parallel. So it's more of like a 50-50 all the way up.
Okay.
So it gets out of the way really well, and it does that runaway thing. 600 milliseconds on the knob, but the tap tempo can go beyond that, and then the chips break down, and it sounds really glitchy and strange, but it's fun. So let's put it all kind of noonish.
That's diabolical. Awesome.
But then the tap, let's push it, because people hear this and they go, "Hey, my pedal's broken." Like, it's not. It's a feature, not a bug. So if we tap it, it almost sounds digital, but that's just the Bucket Brigade chips just not handling it.
I love it.
And they fall apart and do that. But it's just a really simple, easy to use thing. And then these guys, I mean, the Golden Fleece, it's the fuzz that lives in your guitar.
Glorious.
Roll it back and do the clean thing.
Yes.
It's noisy, but
it's
rock and roll is noisy, right?
Rock and roll is a noisy business.
And then the Argonaut, you called this the steel drum from hell last time, which I like.
Yes. is good, clean fun right there, Zachary.
And then the Argo is kind of like the big brother to that, but it has fuzz and a clean blend. So all the way up, it's Octavia Madness.
Wild. Cool. That's super cool that you can blend that madness in.
Yeah, so it stacks really well. This does too with some fuzzer gain. But I mean, that's not the whole dog and pony show. Go to wildwoodguitars.com and see the rest of everything. But that's kind of, this board we shipped up to the shop, so if you make an appointment, you come to play guitars, this will be at everyone's disposal.
That's right, you can come and plug in and make sweet musics.
Feast, right?
And you can feast! Plug it in.